Welcome everybody to ranking all the rides in Universal. We're going to take the 13 attractions that I class as rides in Universal, rank them all from 13 to 1. There may be some surprises, so make sure you stay tuned. At 13 we have The Simpsons. This is mainly for one reason.
Oh, this is heavy.
This ride will always be Back to the Future to me. It's not just that. I will try and judge it fairly on what it is, which isn't great.
Oh, great Scott!
I just thought this ride, if I'm honest, was quite boring. It's just a screen ride, which you're seeing a lot at Universal at the moment, unfortunately. The only other problem was there was 4 in our party. 2 came off feeling sick and couldn't do anything else for like half an hour. At 12 is Kang and Kodo's Twirling How. What to say about this? There's not much to say. If you've got little kids, they may like it. Everyone else, just steer clear of it, to be honest. So in at number 11 is Fast and Furious Supercharged. Family time. In the queue, the cars are amazing. Any Fast and Furious fan would love this. Then you've got the interaction with the cast members in the screens while you're queuing. Also good, makes the queue go faster because that's the only bonus. Once you get onto the ride, you wish that was faster. As I said at the beginning, Universal seem to have a lot of screen rides at the moment. I don't really know why they're doing that. They need to go back to a bit like they used to be. On top of that, you've got the most random ride I've ever been on. Vin Diesel jumping on a helicopter. They're trying to fight Shaw, not the Jason Statham Shaw, the other Shaw. And I have no idea, but you end up in a party, so bonus. And then at number 10 is Race Through New York, starring Jimmy Fallon. As someone from the UK, I don't see that much of Jimmy Fallon, bits online and stuff. Don't get me wrong, he's funny, I quite like him. But the main things about this is all the props and stuff that you can see from previous shows. The singers, hashtag the panda, and after that it goes downhill rapidly. It's another screen-based ride, pretty much does exactly what it says. You're with Jimmy Fallon racing through New York. No real reason for it. Why not? Let's drive through New York on a simulator. So this again wasn't great for me. Universal need to go away from this and go back to something like Ghostbusters that was there before. Right, so coming in at number 9 is Villain Con Minion Blast. This is where you try and get recruited by the Vicious Six. The things I like about this is 1, it's a shooting game, so you can play against your family and friends. 2, you can get upgrades depending on what you score that you do via your mobile or cell phone. And then that's about it. Again, you're on a moving walkway, you're shooting at screens. Again, Universal, please, let's start doing stuff without screens. But I do like the fact, as I said, you can play against each other, and I do like the fact that there's a scene near the end which I'll put on the screen now is based in Universal Orlando. So that's a bonus as well. It makes it a bit unique. But again, a shooting game with screens. Learn from Buzz. So sticking with the Minion theme, in at 8 we have Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. Again, queue good. Pre-show funny. Ride bit of a letdown. They removed the 3D aspect, which has kind of just made it a bit like all the other screen rides in Universal now. The plan of this is you are a minion, and minions are indestructible, but they try and destroy you anyway, just to make sure it's worked, I take it. I love the Minions, love Despicable Me, and it says something that I prefer the Hanna-Barbera and the Jimmy Neutron versions. But at least afterwards you can have a nice dance and a jig with the Minions, so it's not all lost, and that's why it's where it is. In at 7, some people will be like, oh, this isn't a ride, it's transportation. I class this as a ride just because of the theming and everything they've done with this. It's a Hogwarts Express going from Diagon Alley to Hogsmeade. Obviously this is just for Universal Studios, so it's only going that one way. I will be doing Islands of Adventure in the near future. But I just love the fact that anyone who likes Harry Potter films, and especially the first one we've gone on there, in the frog escapes and everything else, this pretty much nails it. Yes, it's screen based, and I've moaned about screen based quite a lot, but this is a physically moving train that takes you from one park to another. There's stuff out the window where it moves you along from London, takes you towards Scotland, towards Hogsmeade and everything else. But every Harry Potter fan that goes to Universal, this to me is a must. And the fact that it finishes with the Hogwarts Castle coming into view, then you get out, you walk through Hogsmeade and bang, there's the Hogwarts Castle. That's what makes this higher up on the list than the other rides we've had, even though it's technically only transport, but it's still very good. In at 6 is E.T. Adventure. This ride is you're taking E.T. home. So imagine you're watching the film and where he goes up and goes past the moon on his bike with Elliot. You just keep going and keep going till you reach E.T.'s home planet. Now, we won't talk about the fact that it's in space and there's no oxygen or anything, but we'll forget all that because I'm pretty sure if you were low on oxygen, his planet is what you would see. This is absolutely bonkers, but at the same time brilliant. I go on it every time I'm there, but I would imagine if I'd ever done acid, this is how my mind would work because it is just so out there, it's unbelievable. But bonus is, E.T. thanks you at the end. What a nice alien. And sticking with the alien theme, in at number 5 is Men in Black Alien Attack. Now this ride is what I wish Minions was. What? This ride, the queue line is outstanding. If you remember the little aliens drinking coffee from the film, boom, there they are, right in the queue line. You can hear them talking, having a nice little chat. Then you walk around the corner, go into the next room, boom. The bit where the big screen is, the 2 aliens that can control it. And weirdly enough, you can actually ask a cast member and you may be able to get a tour down there. Now, the ride itself, finally, physical sets. This is what you need, Universal. More rides like this. Again, great fun. Playing against your family. Playing against the other car. You can shoot the other car and get points. So you're playing against everyone else. It is a very good ride. Not only that, there's a bit at the end where they say push the button. You'll notice there's a little button on in front of you. Push that button. You get 100,000 extra points, meaning you'll probably beat everyone in your car. The one thing you don't do is tell somebody riding to do it. Because my son did it, he got the 1,000 points, beat me overall, and I've never heard the end of it. And then at number 4, you've got Transformers The Ride. This is where you're going to get chucked in the middle of a battle between Decepticons and the Autobots. You're going to help the Autobots to try and save the world. Personally, I don't think I'm qualified to do it. But Universal let me have a crack at it anyway. And it turns out we saved the world. Whoop, whoop. But this is, I know what you're thinking. Ooh, Scream Ride again. Yes, but it's also physical sets. A bit like the Spider-Man one at Islands of Adventure. If you've never been to Universal and you've been to Disney, imagine Ratatouille, but with a bit of carnage chucked in. Very good ride system. 3D as well. This is why it's ranked as high as it has. Now we've got to the top 3. In at number 3, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. Very strong rumours that this is closing permanently soon. And me putting 2 to 2 together with the fact that Universal have just trademarked Stardust Racers. I know what people are thinking. Could be a kiddie coaster by Starfall Racers. But Stardust is another name for what they say happens in Hollywood. Now, how good would it be to have a dueling coaster going around this area, going through different Hollywood scenes? So things like Ghostbusters at Universal have just got back. Jaws, Back to the Future, stuff like that. Could splash down through water with Jaws there. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I'm probably miles off the mark and it's probably going to be somewhere else. But the lift on this is amazing. Very rough roller coaster. And it used to be better when you could choose more songs. But overall, solid ride. And in at number 2, we're going to take a little trip to London and go to Diagon Alley. Now, this place itself is unbelievable. But this ride, the theming on this ride, the escape, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, ridiculous. You walk into Gringotts Bank and it just blows you away. It is ridiculous. And if you can't ride the ride or don't want to ride the ride, you can still go and look at this and then speak to a staff member and ask if you could leave by one of the fire exits. They've got no issue with that. Lots of people do it. You got little animatronic like goblin, gremlin things in the back. Unbelievable. The ride itself takes place at the point where Ron, Hermione, and Harry break into Beatrix's vault, trying to steal the Horcrux. It's that part of the film. It's brilliant. The ride overall, it's a mixture. It's a dark ride with screens and a roller coaster. It's just very, very good the way they've done it. It's very Harry Potter-esque. If you love Harry Potter, it's not a big roller coaster. I think it's, I'm trying to think, like, I want to say 42-inch height requirement. I don't know. It's about just under 120 centimeters. But it was amazing. The ride in general was just brilliant. Different to what I expected, if I'm honest. Some people say they can still get a bit of motion sickness because of the screens. Personally, none of my family had that, but it is a very, very good ride. So that brings us to number 1. Anyone who's been to Universal guessed it. Revenge of the Mummy, the ride. What? The ride. Could be scarier for younger viewers. I think, again, a bit like Gringotts, it's got quite a low height requirement because it doesn't loop or anything. It's just lap bars and so forth. But this is based around Brendan Fraser's on set filming a mummy. Someone get the man some coffee. They talk about a curse. He doesn't believe it. Craziness ensues. You end up on a roller coaster with a cursed mummy trying to get you. Very good ride. It goes forwards, goes backwards. A lot of it is in the dark, so could be scary for young children. But overall, it's thrilling, but not too thrilling. But just between the theming and the ride, it's, to me, hands down, the best ride in Universal Studios. Right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that video of ranking all the rides. I know some people are going to disagree with me. Some people will be like, whoa, Fast and Furious is the worst ride ever. Some people will be like, what are you talking about? Mummy is nowhere near as good as Transformers. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you do like the content, please subscribe. There's got a lot of different videos coming up. There'll be Islands of Adventure, Disney, UK theme parks and that. All stuff getting ranked. I've also got some rumour videos coming up and videos for Universal, UK parks and Disney of if I was in charge what I would do next. There's some crazy ideas in that, so you might not want to miss them. So hopefully, as I said, you've enjoyed this. Please comment down below what your top rides would be. You can even rank all 13 if you want. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.